Hi everyone, it's JoJo from Mojo Jojo Plans, and today we are taking a look at some pens that I think just recently came out. These are InkJoy Gel Metallic pens. Now, I wanted to test these out. I saw these, I think they came up like in an ad on Instagram or something like that, but I saw these pop up, and then I was like, I really wonder if these are going to work better than the Bright Paper Mates. And if you don't know what I'm talking about these guys right here. These are the Brights. They were advertised that they're supposed to like work really well on black paper. And I did a test on them. I have a video of that. I'll link it down below, but I don't really think they worked all that well. And I might be missing one. I feel like there was like a pink or something, but these are the only ones I could find. Like a darker magenta, purpley pink. But I feel like these didn't work very well on the black paper. So I'm super curious to find out if these metallic ones do. It says on here, metallic shines on light and dark paper. So we're going to find out. These are 0.8 millimeter gel pens, whereas these ones were 0.7. So I wonder if that makes any difference. But we're just going to test out these pens. And then I will link them down below from Amazon because that's where I got mine from. But of course, you can also get them at the Papermate website. And I don't know if these are available in store. I haven't seen them in store yet. So, that's just one of those things we'll have to kind of wait and see. But I'm going to open this up and we will take a look. So there are 10 colors in here. Ooh, which we're kind of getting a whole rainbow vibe, which I'm excited about because I love me a good rainbow vibe pen. So I have some black paper here that we're going to do a test on. And then I also have white paper because it says it's supposed to shine and glitter and all that good stuff on both. So we're going to put that to the test and we're just going to go in order. Now, disclaimer, I don't have the greatest handwriting, so please don't judge. I don't have great handwriting, but we're going to just test this out. Ooh, I can already kind of see it shining from here. And I'll hold this up in just a second. But I feel like my handwriting's decent right now, but I think it's probably going to get worse as we go. So just kind of keep that in mind. Okay, so this is what we're looking like. We can see a little bit of that metallic shining through, which I definitely spelled metallic wrong. As I'm like looking at the thing, I literally have it. Oh no, I did spell it right. I was looking at this spelling and I was like, oh, I spelled it wrong. I did not. I did not spell it wrong. Okay, and then we'll do a test too to check how fast it actually dries. I don't know if I'm actually seeing metallic. Let's see what it looks like on here. Pink. And it kind of sucks that this doesn't have lines on it, but oh well. Pink metallic. It does look very wet, and I'm trying to figure out if it's because it's metallic or if it's not dry. Okay, I kind of see the metallicness of it when I hold it really close. I feel like I kind of see it a little bit better. It definitely is not fast drying, so this probably would not be lefty lefty friendly. So that's the pink one. I will say I do like how bright and vibrant it is on the paper. This is like, I guess it's supposed to be the orange, but it's kind of given more peachy copper vibes, but I'm just going to call it peach, even though it's probably not peach. But we'll try this out and just see. Okay, so here's what we're looking like on white. You can kind of see the glitter, like the metallicness of it. I wouldn't say it's like, okay, I feel like this one, I was speaking too soon. I feel like this one looks a lot better on the black than the pink did. Okay. You can kind of see the metallicness of it. Okay, okay. I should definitely close them so that way they don't dry out. I don't know if these dry out, actually. That's a good question. Would this be gold or yellow? We're going to call it gold. It's definitely giving more of a gold vibe than just like a straight yellow. So here's what we're looking like on paper. And again, I'm like, is it just because it's not dry, or is it because that's the metallicness of it? Not sure. Gold metallic. Okay, so that's that on the black. So these are showing up. I feel like at the end I'll show these ones. I feel like these bright ones really did not show up very well on black paper. So at least these are showing up on black paper, which, you know, means even just using them on black paper would be nice. All right, now we have a green. Okay, so there's that green. Okay, I can definitely see the metallic a lot more with that one. That's for sure. I hate writing without lines. With a passion. Okay, so here is it on black. Not bad. I'm glad that these are showing up on black. That's what I'm most excited about. All right, now we have kind of like a teal. We're just going to call this one teal. Ooh, this one is pretty. Ooh, that's a nice color. That one's my favorite. That one's pretty. Okay, you could definitely see the metallic in that one. For sure. It's definitely a little bit harder to see on the black, but it's definitely still visible. It's like if you hold it this way, you know, you're not going to be able to see it, but when you put it towards the light, you can see it very well. That one's really pretty. I do like it better on white paper. All right, then we just have our blue. It's a little bit of a lighter. There's really not too much of a shade difference between these two, though. They look very similar in person. I could definitely see like more of the green in that one, but for the most part, they look the same. Oh, but on paper, they look completely different. Huh. Crazy. So on white paper, they look really similar, and then on black paper, they look different. So that's interesting. Okay, I'm glad this has two purples in it because purple's my favorite color. So let's see how this one is going. I feel like that one I needed to kind of like scribble a little bit more. It's all right. I can see the metallic in it, but it's not my favorite. This one's definitely hard to see on black. I think once it starts drying, it kind of shows up a little bit. I don't know if you could see that on camera, but as I wrote and then as it like dried down, I think it became a little bit more visible on the black. So it's all right. Not like the prettiest shade of purple. I do like darker purples, but I feel like this one in particular doesn't look super. So let's hope that this one does. It's a little bit more of like a periwinkle purple. I'm just going to call it light purple. I'm not going to try to spell periwinkle. I know I could do it, but doing things on camera is a lot harder. You know, it's just a lot harder. So we're just going to call it light purple. This one is really hard to see, or it's a little bit harder to see on white for sure. So I'm super curious how, like, it should translate to being able to be easier to see on the black, but maybe not. Okay, see, so like as I'm writing, it's drying down. And I feel like it's showing up a little bit better. Still not quite where I would want it to be. It's not as vibrant, and I don't know if it's just because this needs like some scribbling to kind of get it out or something, but I feel like in general that pen was kind of struggling to write. Okay, then we have a dark gray. Dark gray color. For the longest time, I spelled gray the way like of Grey's Anatomy, and then I realized like, oh, that's not how you actually spell gray. Okay, so here's the dark gray on, what is this, white paper. You can see like there's a lot of like line coming through. on that. And I don't know. I mean, I'm kind of getting the metallic, but I got to hold it real close in order to see that. As I keep writing metallic, I'm like, why does that look wrong? Okay, so here's that. So at least, again, we can see all the colors, which I think is a step up from the bright ones. Now, this is light gray. I don't know if it was like intended to be like light enough to almost be a white, just with like the metallic in it. So maybe that was the intention for this one. I'm just going to do this as gray. Oh, or maybe this is like silver. Okay, maybe we'll call this one silver. Silver, I kind of had to get that one started a little bit. Okay, so this one's more of like a silver. Oh, yeah, which makes sense. So definitely not something I would write on white with, but hopefully this shows up nicely. Ooh, yeah. Okay, so this one shows up nicely on black paper. I told you my handwriting was going to get worse, but it's also because I hate not writing with lines. Okay, so that one looks real nice. It's a nice silver, and I can definitely tell in person that that is metallic. So that's all the colors from this set. Again, these are the metallic Papermate. I think overall they show up really well on the paper. I think the ones that are struggling the most is this light purple. This teal, I feel like now shows up once it dried down. It's showing up better. All these ones that I wrote a while ago are not smearing, so I think they do take time. But if I do this silver one that I kind of just wrote, it still kind of smears, so you definitely have to give them a little bit more time. And then on the white paper, all the colors show up great except that silver. Silver is just going to be really hard to see on white paper, so that's definitely like a use it on black. So again, just these ones are the bright Papermates, which I haven't used them in a while because I feel like they weren't great. So this might not be the greatest time to do this, but so like they kind of show up, but I just feel like they didn't look great. Kind of got to get them started because I haven't. I think the white one is the one I've used the most. So like they're just like not great, and they do dry out. So I haven't used them in a little bit, and these bright ones have dried out over time, and I really have only had them for like a couple of months. So it's like they show up on paper, but I don't know. I just feel like I think I like the metallic ones over these bright version of Papermate Flares. So there we go. So hopefully that answers any questions that you might have had if you've seen these kind of floating around your For You page or anything. I do like them on the black paper, but then I think most of the colors, all the colors except the silver, I think look great on white paper. So there we go. Some new pens for you, just so that way you're aware that they're available. Again, I'll have them linked down in the description below. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, please make sure to give a thumbs up and subscribe, and I hope I'll see you in my next one. Bye!